on in. Come on in. Come on in. Now come on in. Now come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey, y'all. What's going on? Hi, everybody. It's your girl, BondyBlue. I'm back. Girl, what's going on? I hope y'all having a good Thursday. Today is a Ooh Ladies First Thursday. Okay, don't forget, we will be on the girl Niecy Dixon's channel. Okay, yes, I think it's on Niecy's channel. Make sure you follow me, Niecy, Jamie, that's me, for the Ooh Ladies First panel, because it's real cute up and around that way. It's real up and cute, girl. On Thursday nights, okay? Thursday nights around 8:30-ish p.m. Now listen, girl, hold up. I'm very, very excited about this. So y'all know I run my ads at the beginning of my videos, right? And I tell y'all all the time about Just Move Supplements, right? It is Black owned. It's owned by one of my favorite internet friends, okay? Kiara LASHAE and her husband KP and their family, and it's all vegan. And y'all know I swear by their products, right? I have been advertising for years now for them, and I really need to step up my advertising game with them because I should be making way more money than I'm making with them because their products are amazing. Their protein shakes are good. The energy supplement works. Okay, girl, I was in the gym just cutting a fool yesterday off that energy supplement in a fat burner, bitch. I was in there, okay, 30 minutes on the treadmill, incline at 12, speed at 3.1, in there, okay? Then I did the whole little workout, heavy weights, y'all. I'm on heavy weights. I'm lifting 100 on my squats. Okay, upper body, I'm lifting about 50. I'm trying to get there, girl. But do y'all see that they just came out with a new product and it's the shroom coffee? And I've been hearing about the shroom coffee, and I have even had companies in my email, girl, trying to see if I want to do a little advertisement. And I'm just like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. But y'all know I ordered this morning, right? Because that's my girl, okay? And of course, I make money off of anything that I sell. So make sure that y'all use my link down below in the description box when you go to purchase, okay? No, you do not gain weight from the protein shakes, okay? You don't. It's really, really good, girl. I can't wait to try it because I have yet to try the mushroom coffee. And y'all know I love coffee. I'm actually drinking tea right now because I'm trying to chill out on how much coffee I drink, because I'll just drink coffee all day and have like 1 or 2 meals. Like, I usually don't even really eat the first half of my day. Today I had some what you call them? Some yogurt, girl. Bondies, do they have creatine? No, not by itself. I'm not sure if it's an ingredient in anything. But I just swear by their products, okay? And I have yet to try the mushroom coffee. And since this is my people right here, this is the first time I'm gonna be trying it. We're gonna try it together, okay? So I'm gonna get it. It's on the way already. So when I get it, I'll let y'all know, okay? I'll let y'all know how I feel about it. But if you like mushroom coffee, I swear by my people, okay? Their protein shakes are top notch. Everything always tastes good. Just Move Supplements. Get into it, girl. I'm giving y'all a chance to come into the room. Okay. Also on top of that, hold up. Y'all know the Bali trip, girl. I'm already shopping for shit for the Bali trip, girl. Okay, there's this bag that I want to get that you can pack like 14 days worth of clothes in. Girl, I want to get it, okay? But first, I want to let y'all know, if you are trying to come to Bali for the second trip, the dates have changed. Okay. So hold up. Before, the dates were the 8th through the 15th, and now it's the 15th through the 22nd. Okay, so if you guys still want to come on the second Bali trip, which is not sold out, those dates are July 15th to the 22nd, and I have some codes for y'all. So listen, if you in here and you one of my moderators, catch this tea. If not, I'll put it in there for y'all later. Okay, use code Bali early. 200 to get $200 off if you book by September 22nd. So this month, if you are booked in the next 3-4 days, you can get $200 off, okay? If you use the code Bali early 200, okay? Y'all heard me? Y'all got me? I'm gonna say it again. Bali early 200 to get $200 off if you are booked by September 22nd, 2024 for the July 15th through the 22nd, 2025 Bali trip. Okay. And also, if you don't want to get your thank you so much. Thank you, B. I appreciate you. Yes. If you don't want to book by September 22nd, use the code Bali girl. I be Bali full. Okay. And I'm about to put that in there because that might be a little confusing, girl. Okay. It's Bali full to get 5% off. Okay. When you book for the trip, girl. Okay. So y'all got it. Y'all got it. We good. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. All right. So now that we've done all of this little cute, okay. Okay, because girl, we gotta live. All right, we gotta do. Listen, this is a part of my whole thing. I need y'all to understand. Yes, I get up here, I talk about the mess from a what is it, a sociology, like a sociology kind of standpoint, like looking at it from this is our society. How are we thinking? How are we living? What's going on in our minds? You know what I'm saying? Like what's going on with everybody? That's the standpoint I try to take all this mess from. Okay, I need y'all to understand it. So in real life, I like to go and live, girl, because I really don't care about y'all business like that. I know y'all think I care about y'all business like that, but I don't really care about y'all business like that. As long as I'm doing what I need to do, making my money, doing what the Lord told me I was supposed to do, which is get up here and talk to y'all, girl, I ain't got time to be worrying about nothing. Okay? I'm trying to get on these trips, trying to pack a bag, okay? Trying to get me a Jenny bag, okay? So, y'all, we have a lot to discuss today, and I didn't even make my list. But as you can see, it's mostly going to be all this Diddy stuff. Girl, it's mostly going to be a continuation of all of this Diddy stuff, okay? But first, I want to start off a little, a little lax. Let's start off a little bit lax. Let me see. So first of all, as you guys can see, Peacock is coming out with a new season of Queen's Court. Oh, yes. Just when you thought that the first time wasn't enough evidence that no one was going to actually find true love on that show, here we go with a whole new set of people. Now, I can't play this trailer for fear that somebody might try to send a copyright strike my way, but I'm going to just let y'all know, okay? We have Kim, okay? We have Kimberly. We have K. Michelle. Okay, we have Delicious. Yes, Delicious. London Charles. We have her. And lastly, we have Lisa Ray. Now, Lisa Ray is quick to let y'all know how she used to be, the first lady of Turks and Caicos, okay? And I believe she used to date Al Sharpton. I'm not exactly sure, but we saw them out a lot together at one point in time. My point is, you cannot be just no regular old man to get with any of these women, okay? But based off of the first season of Queen's Court, we had Evelyn Lozada with that man who she pretended like she wanted. And then when enough time had passed, they ended things, okay? And then we had Tamar, and our evidence of this show's success is Tamar and JR. I'm just saying. Hold on. Is it? I'm gonna say it one more time for y'all. Tamar and JR met on the season 1 of Queen's Court. I don't know. I don't know. And Nivea was the only one with enough sense to say, you know what? Girl, this ain't gonna work for me. This is not giving this gonna work for me. It's not 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 gonna work. Okay? It's not gonna work. Bobby and Whitney. It won't work for me. So yeah, y'all. I don't know. I don't know what Holly Robinson Pete and her husband gonna be able to do. But when I tell y'all Nivea is K Michelle, Delicious is Tamar. Delicious is Tamar. And I feel like you could say Evelyn and Lisa Ray are more on like the same line. I feel like, as far as personality, right? Girl, I don't know what this show gonna give, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna see what it's supposed to give. Now, do y'all remember how I was talking to y'all about how Claudia Jordan had Mimi Faust up on her live the other night, and I told y'all I barely watched it for more than 10 minutes because Mimi was doing the I'ma just eat my food and not really say anything at a time when you supposed to be saying something. Like, it's cute to do in the confessionals on Love and Hip Hop, but we needed you to actually come through with the tea. And then what you told us was, not only do you have your viewpoint that we know you have, because your baby daddy Stevie J is Sean's bottom bitch. I know he was driving off into the sunset, which I have so many questions about. Did y'all see the video that Stevie J posted of him driving off into the sunset? Let me see if anybody put that shit on the internet. The reason why it was so funny to me, y'all, is because all I could think about is like all of those really good thriller movies with Halle Berry back in the late 90s where, her husband was trying to kill her or steal money from her or something like that. And she would end up, hitting a switch on him some type of way and then riding off into the sunset. with her hair blowing in a convertible. Like, I'm gonna show y'all. I don't know if it's still on his stories. Hold up. Let me look. This was me going to look for it yesterday. Oh my God. I think it might be too late, y'all. I don't know if it was his stories and it's not there anymore. But how did I know it was a convertible? Is that a convertible? Y'all, this is the car that he was. Listen, somebody said they didn't even. I think it might have been Claudia Jordan. Claudia Jordan was like, I'm just surprised the nigga got a car. And so I guess he had to post.
It is. It's your favorite good guy. Once again, level 10 did it again. New phone on deck. You need a new iPhone. You need it fixed. You need a case. You know what I'm saying? Call my man.
Y'all wanted Stevie J to do promotion for y'all?
AJ at level 10. You know how we do.
Let me see what you got, man. What you got over there?
Man, I got a little something, a little
This is crazy. Like, y'all really need to get hooked up with phones like that. You can't just go to the Verizon store and get you a phone. You can't, like, what's going on? Y'all, I'm sorry that he deleted the story, and I don't know who could have saved it. But he I don't remember. Let me see if Gossip in the City might have Gossip in the City might have saved that video and posted it on their timeline, girl. But Stevie J was absolutely there. It is in the car. Hold on, Joelle. He playing Sade, but all I could think of Joelle, come on, me and my Shantae Moore. Where you shine. Yo, Stevie J is riding off into the sunset with a duffel bag full of Diddy's fucking lube and body oil, maybe a couple of stacks to get him through the month. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take care of your bottom, bitch. Okay, you gotta get out of harm's way, Stevie. Y'all, I have so many questions. Did Stevie turn state's evidence? Is that why he free to be out on the roads and shit? Cherish the day, because your ass might be going to jail too. Catching us stray, it won't go away. Have your ass running. Ooh, moving away, you niggas move. You going to jail. What? Ain't nobody rescuing you. No matter how hard you pray, you know you wrong. You know you wrong. Your ass should be locked up next to Diddy. It's sad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. It's a serious shit going on. There's serious shit going on. Surviving Diddy out this motherfucker, okay? Stevie's free. Who knows what Stevie might be another victim. Who knows? Who knows? Stevie, write a book, nigga. We want the story. We need the story. Stevie, we need the story. Oh my God, you should be in jail with Puffy. Okay, listen. But I'm sorry, y'all. Let's go back. Okay, let's go back because we have to go back to what I wanted to talk to y'all about. But I'm just saying, Mimi has this connection. Like Mimi, I would even have to ask if you've been to some of these freak offs. I would have to ask these questions, Mimi. Like, I don't know how Claudia is sitting up there with you, not asking you questions. Like, I would be like, okay, so you ain't never been to a Diddy party? You went to the Diddy parties, bitch. You was in a Pharrell video. You went to the Diddy parties. Did you ever have one of these moments where you ever recorded Mimi? Is that why it was okay for you to be recorded with the shower ride? I got a little girl. Yeah, Erica, it didn't matter. I'm already on video somewhere. It's already been used against me, bitch. I'm already on video somewhere with Stevie and Diddy, bitch. I've already done it. I'm sorry, y'all. But I have so many questions about what is going on here. And so when Mimi is sitting there and what Mimi decides to say is, oh, I'm very close friends with one of his baby's moms, And I was just like, girl, we don't give a fuck about that. We don't give a fuck about that. Girl, nobody care about the fact that you friends with one of the baby moms. Girl, Stevie is his biggest bottom bitch, and you got a baby with Stevie. I feel like all of the information you got is coming from that tunnel, not from the homegirl. Girl. And this is what, and this is the tea that made it to the blogs from that live, y'all.
We're gonna have a dating show.
Yes.
And I was up to host it. I was very disappointed in this, and it's not happening now.
It's
right?
not happening. I was going to have a dating show with my daughter's father. It was on BET Network. And they literally, we were going on probably 8-9 months of almost a year of planning and preparation and picking the cast and the whole nine. And allegedly, BET canceled the show because they didn't want the association with the situation with Puff and my daughter's father, who is really good friends with him. So this thing with him runs really deep. It runs deep to the point where it.
Now, when was this show supposed to have happened? Allegedly, when was this show supposed to have happened? Allegedly. Mimi, you look fantastic, but you don't make no sense. She coming up here dropping tea about a show. Girl, why the fuck would you and your baby daddy do a dating show together? Why would y'all do that? Why would y'all put us through that? Girl, we was tired of watching Stevie J embarrass you. I don't care how good of terms y'all was on for the 5 minutes that y'all was on them. It's crazy to me that after everything that Stevie has done, his relationship with Faith, the publicity that they had going on inside the house with jeans on in the bed, nigga, he had Faith Evans with jeans on in the bed. It was too much going on down there. And you really was about to come to us with a reality show about dating with Stevie? Y'all was gonna come to us with that? Is that what you think we wanted from you, Mimi, in 2020 something? Is that what you thought? Are we supposed to feel sorry for you in this situation? I don't know. They talking about they was gonna be doing their own show, just the two of them. Not the same thing as if they was on that show that Peter, Amina, and Tara was on, because that's somebody else's show. They was talking about their own show. And I'm like, okay, if BET told y'all no, why y'all didn't go to Zeus? Zeus don't give a fuck. Y'all know Zeus don't give. Zeus don't care what's going on, who shot John, when. They don't care. They would have took it. Now that's TV. It's a couple of people you could have went to and you could have got a cute little check, but Zeus is probably going to give you the most bang for your buck. But you up here, girl, let her finish.
It's messing up a lot of people's money.
I'm really sorry to hear that, because that would have been a great check for both of you.
Man, it was going to be an amazing check. However, the network had their reasons why, and
I totally understand.
Again, I'm saying allegedly.
Right.
That is why, but here we are. So your association with things don't like, you just can't take that lightly. If someone says, listen, you need to disassociate.
And every time you turn around, Stevie J was walking with Diddy somewhere on the beach, walking with Diddy somewhere down the street, walking somewhere with Diddy in the mall. Like, just, he was always somewhere walking with Diddy. So to me, I feel like at the end of the day, Stevie J has to be one of the most recorded people on those tapes that everybody, everybody's using for all of this. The federale hood, the videos that they took from Diddy's house. Stevie J has to be in a lot of those tapes, a lot of those videos. I'm just saying, just girl, it don't make no other type of sense to me. So I just kind of feel like the fact that you were still willing to do business with him, like, it's just. And then y'all say shit like, it's my child's father. Hang it up. Because you shouldn't, like, to me, it's even crazy that you, like, BET was like, they didn't want to work. Girl, you shouldn't have wanted to get your money off of him. You should have been tired of trying to get money off of your connection with Stevie J at this point. Mimi, my God. You don't think you could have stood on your own? You don't think you could have went and did something somewhere else? Like, why did you have to be in anything with Stevie J at this point? Like, I'm just looking at her like, come on. That's all the tea you had to drop? Y'all was supposed to get a stupid ass reality show. All that shit that's been going on, that's the tea you got to drop? And listen, I get it. Everybody's scared. I get it. But that's why, shh, don't say nothing. Shh, don't say nothing. Now let's go ahead and get into the thing. So breaking, a prisoner who filed a $100 million lawsuit against Sean Puffy Combs has had his award overturned by the Michigan judge, as I told y'all it would. Okay, I told y'all that they would overturn it. And it feels as if the judge just did the default judgment because, oh, you want to act like you don't need to show up? But let's go and listen, because the man was told, hold up. So I don't know, this is not the same man, but this man looks like the last man. And this man said 3 years, this is what Gossip in the City said, 3 years before Cassie lawsuit was filed or even made public, this man said he was a slave for Diddy and caught an STD from having sex with them. Now, here's the thing. This same man, hold up, whose lawsuit just got overturned, said the same thing. And everybody was like, he lying. And the only reason, we think he lying is because of the way they set up his whole situation. But this is what everybody needs to think about with this whole situation. This is how it's actually going down. And I need you to envision this in your mind like a movie. Okay? You have the famous man. He gets into relationships by love bombing and being very charismatic and offering all of these different, opportunities to people. Right? Gets them in really good. Oh, Puff's a good guy. He's a great guy. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all go to a party. Y'all having a good time. Shit feel a little weird. He staring a little hard, putting his arm around your shoulder a little bit too much. But everybody drinking and drugging, everybody having a good time. It's not a big deal. He asked you if you want to stick around for the later party. You say, okay, cool, because you like him. So if you want to fuck him, you're like, okay, right? Okay, cool. Y'all start making out, and then all of a sudden, he backs away from you and starts to instruct you. And at first, you cool with this shit. But then some man that looks like this nigga, who's a paid prostitute, or somebody that's being paid to prostitute themselves, okay, walks in. And Diddy is like, yeah, you gonna let him do this, 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 and this. And the woman is like, hold up, I just came to dance for y'all, right? No, that's not what I want. And Diddy like, well, where you gonna go? What you gonna do? And then the drugs he gave you earlier that had not necessarily kicked in all the way yet have now kicked in. And everything getting all blurry. And all of a sudden, now you don't really have no control of this situation. Now you all oiled up, assed out, and some weird nigga with a square like hairline, and real broad fucking forehead muscles is standing on top of you, banging with grease all over himself, and you want it to stop, but you don't have no power, and Diddy is sitting over there in the corner. And just when you think it's about to be over, somebody comes in and gives you some water, and that water has even more drugs in it, but now it's some uppers in it. And Diddy says, I got some shit to do, but I want y'all to stay, and I want y'all to keep doing this until I tell y'all to stop. Can't stop, won't stop. He got his security guards and other people that's there to make sure y'all keep doing it. Y'all thinking he didn't left, maybe y'all can stop. Then you turn around and hear a loudspeaker in the room saying, didn't I tell y'all motherfuckers not to stop? Oh, yeah, I can see y'all, because he's watching y'all from cameras that's connected to his cell phone. So he might be on set somewhere acting like a nice guy, and every now and again opening his phone so he can make sure that you still getting fucked by this squarehead nigga. Can't stop, won't stop. That's not fun, y'all. People are being forced to continue to have sex. Even prostitutes want to be able to say, all right, that's enough, nigga, damn. This was going on for days. I was not there, but I read what happened. I read what happened. And I've seen enough movies and enough TV shows and read enough books to know how crazy motherfuckers are. And I don't know if y'all have ever seen Saw, but this is like Saw, but with sex. I'm gonna put y'all into a room and I'm gonna make y'all do what I want y'all to do. And then, yeah, he's taping the whole thing. So after he finished taping it, and you think the horrifying shit is over, he tells you, if you ever say anything to anybody, this right here is going to get sent to your kids' elementary school, bitch. This going to get sent to your government job. This going to get sent to a newspaper. This going to get sent, you know what I'm saying? To whoever you really don't want to see that shit, that's who he going to send it to. And so now you traumatized, assaulted by a billionaire who has footage on you. What you gonna do? You gonna go sit the fuck down and be quiet. And then just when the shit is dying down and you thinking you can move on with your life, you get a call one day. And you know it's him, so you ignore it. But then he calls you 50 fucking times until you answer the phone. And then he says, I got some work for you. And you might be struggling right now. And you know that him harassing you means that if you don't show up, you might be in trouble. So you go. And you record some shit with him. Because you don't have a choice. That's what Diddy has been doing to people. That is not the same thing as partying. That's not the same thing as having a good time with people. It's not the same thing. And yes, of course I remember Stevie J and Eve. She looked very drugged up. They were in a limo. And I feel like you could almost see that she couldn't tell she was being recorded. And I just started to read Eve's book. So I just started it. But I think that I am wondering if at any point something was asked of Eve and Eve said no, and Stevie J was told to release that video because Stevie J's connection to Diddy and the way Diddy likes to have access to famous women that he wants. Like, this is all conjecture. But I have to wonder if the reason why Eve's sex tape even came out was because she told somebody no. I'm just saying. Because even back then, think about it, y'all. It was a VHS tape. Like it was dark video in the back of a limo. I remember the video. So I'm telling y'all, now that I'm looking back on it, I think it's called Who's That Girl? Or Who's Eve? Who's That Girl? Now that I'm thinking back on that shit, I am definitely, because Eve was able to move around in the industry in a way that I feel like showed that she wasn't really attached to them niggas in the same way. Like her being able to move on, do TV, like the other type of stuff that she was doing. And I also think Rough Riders like created a protection for her. One part that I did hear about, she said she talked about when she first met Maze. And how he championed her. She was a stripper. Maze was like, you need to rap, right? So years later, she gets signed by Rough Riders and they see each other at a party. And I believe it was a Diddy party of some sort. And Maze goes over to her and asks who she signed with. And I feel like it was the thing that came to my head was like, it was almost like Maze was like, you didn't sign with Diddy, did you? Like that's when he came over and asked who she signed with. Signing with Rough Riders meant a lot of protection for Eve. But I also feel like in order to be able to move around the way Eve did, like there was that sex tape coming out early on probably was the best thing. Like, I'm gonna let that shit come out. Y'all ain't about to catch me up. Yeah, put that shit out. Cause then remember, her and Stevie J was pretending like they was married and everything. And then all of that shit came out right around the time that they broke up. And Eve took that shit personal. There was some records about that nigga. You had me, you lost me, and now you want me back. Do y'all really think I'm talking about Frankie Beverly and Maze? Is that who y'all think I'm talking about? Y'all don't think I'm talking about Maze the rapper? Y'all say Mace. I don't say Mace. I say Maze. That's how I pronounce it. Okay. Either way, the way he asked her who signed her, it made me feel like he might have been a little bit worried about her and was glad that it was DMX and the Rough Riders. Okay. That she had signed to. This man lost out on his money, but this man right here, like that man, has a story to tell. Let's listen.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati. Okay. It's the black people. Okay. I'm from Africa, so I'm not a racist. Okay. You're my brother, so I like black people. Okay. My mom, I was raised by an African woman in my house. Okay. She was just a servant, but she was my she took care of me. Right. So I love black people. Okay. I had settlement with Shyne. Okay. And he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land over contracts. It's his attorneys, which are Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes. Ben Mercedes worked for Bad Boy Entertainment for 4 years and worked for Hillary Rodman for 5. Okay. When I take Shyne the threat of death on me, okay? I don't have it, but I can make it available under secrecy. That means that I wouldn't be liable because I don't want to be getting framed for anything. Okay. Right. I had sex with Cassie and Shyne. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot of business because what they would do is Shyne talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with people and stuff, and I was like a sex slave. Okay, for them that's what I was. That's all. All right. I caught herpes, and I came back and I sued him for the herpes and won. But they did Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes were his attorneys. Okay? And Christopher Leon's here was my attorney. They asked me to turn in that, which was the video recording, and I did so. They gave it back to me accidentally, and it's possible I threw everything out. It's possible I can produce a copy.
Gotcha.
It's possible. I'm not sure. Now, how does this lead towards Star?
Whatever you call yourself these days. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people.
Wow.
Okay. So this man said this shit apparently, allegedly, 3 years ago. Before Cassie's story even came out. And you would look at him and you would call him a liar, right? You would say, man, why would Diddy mess with you? Why would he want to see you for? And then you see this man. And this man said something similar. He said he was also used like, like assaulted, like drugged and assaulted. So now I have to wonder if this man is telling the truth. Because the other dude looks like him. There's a similarity, you know what I'm saying, in the physicality. And I want everybody to remember the main thing that Diddy asked of the male prostitutes that he ordered. Not that they be pretty, but that they have BBCs. BBCs, which means big old wankers. Okay? Don't know nothing that's going on. So of course this man shit got turned over. But child, listen. Let's read some more about what they said, okay? Because there's so many pieces to all of this, all right? In a long list of reasons used in the argument not to give Diddy bail, Assistant U.S. Attorney Emily Johnson says actions and events surrounding 15 years of freak-offs show that he can't be trusted. Johnson shared that documentation of the sex events date back to 2009 up to the present year. Now, you remember that video I showed y'all yesterday of Kevin Hart at that party? That was 2009, I think. As previously reported, there were drugs provided, more specifically ketamine and GHB. That's ketamine and GHB, I believe, are used to make sex not as painful, to make the anal sex not painful. And then you do like Molly or something that's like a sensational type drug to then make you sensitive sexually, but then also not be able to, like, I guess, fully feel the pain as things are happening. And also, GHB and all of that, that's a date rape drug, y'all. That's to like make people incoherent. She says those substances prohibited victims from consenting to the sex acts or recordings. Johnson went on to say the recorded freak-offs were used as an extortion tool by Diddy, proven by emails and messages they recovered from victims. The defendant would record these freak-offs, at least in part, to use them to blackmail. We have an email. A victim says, "You were going to make me. I'm not going to say it on the public record." Or you were going to leak some F-off shit. Okay, that's what somebody said. She didn't make it explicitly clear what Diddy wanted the victims to do as means for the recording to be released. Another victim shared via messages. He said he was going to expose me with the sex tape. I was drugged. Johnson says it's interesting that Diddy claims the victims are trying to extort him, but he's threatened them with recordings. He's the only extorter. Okay. Then Homeland Security. Somebody asked me on Instagram Live earlier today, where did I get the information from about him recording everything and watching it on his phone and watching it remotely? This is where I got it from. Okay. An agent who allegedly saw Diddy's sex rooms is describing what they saw in detail. And child, they say the perversion was on Epstein level. The agent who works for Homeland Security helped raid Diddy's home. In a statement to the New York Post, the agent said they saw several sex rooms and found sex tapes that featured days-long orgies. This would explain why law enforcement found so many liquid IVs alongside those baby oil bottles. Yes, y'all, the liquid IVs in order to replenish everybody because they were clearly dehydrated from losing all of their damn fluids. Y'all worried about how many bottles of baby oil there were. There's also liquid IV here, nigga. These people are going through a lot. The agent says there were so many cameras in the room placed in odd spaces that the victims wouldn't have realized they were being recorded. Diddy would reportedly masturbate while his freak-off Olympics were taking place. The agent says Diddy was so addicted that he would even watch the victims remotely from his cell phone when he wasn't in the home and would cast the videos to televisions. There are some stories about them, showing videos in front of people. In my opinion, he's as bad as Jeffrey Epstein, the source stated. These women are young, either barely legal or barely illegal. We have evidence that these women didn't feel like they were free to go, the DHS officer said. And there's video evidence that some of the girls are clearly out of it while these men are having sex with them. So he's basically, and look at him looking like that damn it demon. That's how, remember he dressed up like the it demon and he looked just like it? That's because that's what he looked like, just black. He's a black it. That's what he is. Looks like that it. He's the demon. He's a demon. He's a demon. Y'all, I'm just saying, like, do y'all hear what these people are saying he did, y'all? Like, this shit is terrible. That's why I said saw. Because it's literally him orchestrating everything and using these people as if they are not human. Of course, y'all know the bodyguards got a lot to say because the bodyguards played a huge part in him getting away with some of this shit. So now they got to come and talk.
Dudes belong in jail based on what they do and how they do it. We know that to be true. And it's just this situation, man, when they get down to all the facts and all what happened, he may belong in jail, bro. And that's not my doing. That's not Cassie doing. That's his doing and his learned behavior from the people that mentored him. You got to realize, man, he learned from Andre Harrell. He learned from Russell Simmons. He learned from Clyde Davis. You understand? When those people are telling you that they were heavy into the drugs, they was heavy into beating women and doing things at that age, at that crazy stage, that's going to make him think that he could get away with the same thing that they was getting away with back then. You understand? The things that he was saying, the touchy-feely between two men and all that stuff like that, man. All that, he learned that from them dudes. When I told y'all the story, when me and my man went up to Russell Simmons and he had a house and he had a man in bikini drawers in his bedroom, in his bed.
So then again, ask yourself, why did Russell Simmons run away to the land of the lady boys, Thailand, Bali? I'm just saying, those areas are highly known for lady boys. Kind of feels like that's why you out there. That's why that's the place that you ran to. I know there's no extradition, but there are other places with no extradition that are not known for the lady boys. And this is because it's not about homosexuality, y'all. That's not what it's about. It's about men that use sex as a weapon, as a power tool. And yes, this part, the childlike part about it. Y'all got to remember Russell Simmons likes them young.
You understand? Bro, this is that.
Look at the first comment.
He learned. I'm assuming he learned it from them. Let me put that. And I'm not going to say alleged because I saw that for my own self. My man was with me. Slick was with me. And we saw that for our own self. You understand what I'm
We
saying?
saw that
So
shit.
these are behaviors and things that with drugs and all the stuff that's going on, pills, drinking, uh, it can make this man into a monster, and that's what it did, bro. It made him into a monster, bro.
I think he was
What's
already a
happening to him now is one of the greatest tragedies that we're gonna ever read about, bro. This is going to be one of the greatest tragedies that Shakespeare couldn't write in Richard. He couldn't write it in Macbeth. He couldn't write this shit in Romeo and Juliet.
See, to me, this is not really what you would consider a tragedy. Tragedy ends sadly. This is not ending sadly for people that feel like they needed him to be put behind bars for them to feel safe. And we don't know if this is going to stick because he's still very influential and very rich. But ultimately, what I want everybody to remember is that Diddy been beating people's asses in front of everybody since the 90s, since the early 90s, since college. Diddy has been puffing up his chest and acting a fool since he was a child. That's why his nickname is Puffy. That anger was already there. The anger was already there. And honestly, I feel like that has more to do with his mom, his upbringing. Let's see what his lawyer said.
So we made a bail appeal to Judge Carter. It did not go our way. The fight continues. We're not giving up by a long shot. I told Mr. Combs I'm going to try and get his case to trial as quickly as possible. I'm going to try and minimize the amount of time he spends in very, very difficult and I believe inhumane housing conditions.
I don't want to hear about inhumane housing conditions when he had them people in rooms fucking for days on time. I don't want to hear how him having to eat the same type of fajita for lunch every day is inhumane.
In the special housing unit of the Metropolitan Detention Facility, and I'm going to do everything that I can to move his case as quickly as possible. I understand that the government has a great amount of electronic devices that they have to download and provide to me, but everything's on the government's timetable, nothing's on the defendant's timetable, and they're going to have to accommodate me and him and give us a quick trial, and I'm going to be pushing for that.
You sound very entitled because he's rich. And I just think that's very funny. And I think that the federale hood is going to get a kick out of this. I can't wait to see how this is going to play out and what's going to be revealed. Because I feel like this is only the tip of the iceberg. There's probably so much worse shit that has happened. And I'm just only, wondering if we're going to see it. But yes, his mama gives madam vibes. Like, Diddy absolutely gives, I grew up in some type of abusive situation with my mama and her boyfriends, and I hate bitches. And now I act out my revenge on my mama by having men just come in and do whatever to these women that I'm in relationships with and shit. So before we get to the Shyne of it all, because I want to get to Shyne next, but this was funny to me. Like, people are always going to try to make content off of everything. But because that's what we do. But this right here kind of annoyed me because it does lean to exactly what Jamel Hill said. So he was trying to buy NBC. I'm gonna let 50 Cent talk, but basically what's being said here is that because Diddy was now requiring more money than these white boys wanted to give him, they now are going to out him for his misdeeds so that they don't have to pay him what they owe him. And the whole thing about that is to continue to act as if the misdeeds weren't happening. I don't give a why he was outed for what he was doing. I don't care why. I don't. Because essentially, what's done in the dark will come to light. And he was doing something wrong to a lot of people. And the thing that make me mad a lot of times is that y'all throw race in a lot of this shit. But it really be a lot of black women that end up being harmed in these situations. But you don't care. You only care about somebody being black when it's the black man. But when it's the black women, it was the same thing with R. Kelly. Them black girls got up there and told y'all that what happened with them, and y'all ripped them apart. Y'all called them girls liars, and they was just fast. And the truth of the matter is, grown-ass women had a hard time not doing what Robert Kelly told them to do. So just imagine 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old girls in the presence of what they're viewing as greatness. Even with all of the things that came out about R. Kelly, even with all of the things that have come out about Diddy, there are still people praising him for being a millionaire, for being an artist, for this, for that. There are still people praising them for that. So why do you feel like these women who become victims, some of these men that become victims, won't also have the same mentality that the rest of y'all have, that these men are still great?
You have the experience with major corporations like me. My particular experience with Beam Centauri, it was great in the beginning. It's great for us to work for them. It is not so cool when you start to own things. You see what I'm saying? So I made a lot of money with them too. Like, there's a point, they did a deal that mirrored what Puffy's deal with Diageo was for Surratt. So he didn't have ownership of that at any point, but he was getting a lot of money, like almost like $60 million a year at one point. So you see him go to daily on is when you see him have some issues. And these people have really strong relationships. Don't think that the civil case doesn't turn into a criminal case faster because he's making them uncomfortable. That's a big part of it.
Hell yeah. So y'all making me uncomfortable, and we know some shit about you because you done invited us to some parties. So now we got dirt on you. And the funny thing about it is, this is the same tactic that Diddy was using. So why should we feel bad that the alcohol boys use the same tactic against him? Sounds like the he's trying to say the people he was in business with, Diageo and all of them, may have, known some federale hood, had some evidence, flip the right rock over, you know what I'm saying, for some people. And that might be the case. That might be the case. And once again, I'm going to say, so fucking what? So what?
First businesses, it's not governed. They got a discus board that they created, right? If you got two companies that are $3 billion, you have the experience with major corporations like me. My particular experience with Beam Centauri, it was great in the year. And Beam Centauri and Diageo, the distribution level is very hard for you to get things to a point where you can do the right numbers. They incentivize the sales force by giving them box bonuses. And then when you sell a product, you get the bonuses off the boxes that's there. But you make that no matter what product you're selling. So if you sell Hennessy or Remy out the gate, they start to put downward pressure on the new companies a year. And Beam Centauri.
Okay. And another thing that what he's saying is very true. It's about how businesses are monopolized. This is how you keep Black people out of actually owning anything, right? Because Black people don't own anything. And then a lot of times you think this is because they have not tried. But the truth of the matter is, Black people have consistently been kept out, right? If I want to start a liquor company and it's worth something, what's going to happen first is a whole bunch of white people are going to come to me asking me if they could buy my shit. Either so that they can shelve it so it's not competition, or so they can steal it and make it their own. If I say no and I keep selling, you know what they're going to do? They're going to make it hard for me to get distribution in certain places. They got friends with this store, friends with this chain store. So they're going to tell that chain store, hey, I don't want you to carry them if you still want to carry us. And our liquor is older and already has a high selling point. So then the pressure is being put on the smaller business that's trying to grow to just go ahead and back out. So yeah, you're right about that. And that happens in every industry. In every industry, once you are trying to get into ownership as an African American, there are people there trying to keep you from getting to the same level as the other ethnicities of people that have been allowed to reach to that level. So please don't get me wrong. I hit 50. He talking sense. But essentially, when you put that in the context of what we are talking about right now, it adds to that mentality that, oh, he was just trying to buy something white people didn't want him to buy. Maybe. But should he have been getting away with all of these things just because he was rich and influential? I don't think so. I don't think so. I like to put myself in people's shoes. And what I do know is I would not be forcing people to have sex against their will for hours at a time. That's not a we fall down moment. That's not something that everybody's going to slip and fall into. Lord, we all fall short, said Akbar V. Girl, I went the... Y'all really like to act like it's just a person being imperfect. That's not what this is. That's people becoming monsters because people around them allow them to, because nobody's checking them. Nobody's really checking them. And then when they get to a certain level of power, they can just be ostracized, right? Like, meaning Diddy gets to a certain level where people don't want to fuck with him, but he's still able to make his money and be Diddy. But that don't mean they want to be standing next to him. Y'all keep talking about Jay-Z. Let me say this before I play this clip, and then we're going to get to Shyne. Y'all keep talking about Jay-Z, and I'm going to tell y'all something. Jay-Z is guilty of some shit, but I don't think Diddy's guilty. I mean, Jay-Z is guilty of what Diddy's guilty of, y'all. I'm trying to get my words out. There is something that makes me feel like, based on what I have heard of Sean Carter's music, what we have seen of Sean Carter's life, Sean Carter do business and then go get on a yacht with his wife somewhere with their children. That's been going on for a while now. Even when they was wearing matching color suits down to the brunches and you know, rubbing elbows with Diddy and all of that. I think that late night partying shit ended years ago for them. So that's why I'm like, everybody thinks that Jay-Z is going to be next. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. I'm not too sure. I think that even if there was some videos of Jay-Z doing some shit, there was a point where Jay-Z was able to trump Diddy. Like, Jay-Z's just too smart. He's too smart and too in control, too much of a chess player. He's not going to let you out, like, maneuver him. I just don't believe so, based on what I've seen. So I already feel like at some point a conversation was had and Jay-Z was like, I want anything, and I mean anything. I want anything and everything you have on me. Everything. He probably gave him a list. Anything you have on me and these people right here, I want all of the footage. And I do mean all of the footage, and I want every copy. I want every copy. And if I don't get it, and if I ever find out that it's somewhere else, you're going to have a hard time. Let me tell you something. Jay-Z getting involved with the NFL, that's your government level, believe it or not. That's your corporation level. That's at a government level. That's not just your little spirits and your little alcohol. Oh, no. These are the people that make the alcohol business go round. These are the people that make the entertainment industry go round. The place that Jay-Z has gotten himself into, I do not feel like he's going to be the next to fall the way y'all think. He's been playing smart for too long. And I feel like, as somebody that is a huge fan of his music, I listen to what he says. That man has already put his shit in place to be okay. Because if he could have, Diddy would use something to get Jay-Z to help him. When all of this shit happened, Jay-Z was in Japan with Beyonce with his hands in his pockets, seemingly with not a fucking care in the world. Bucket hat on, no problems at all. I bet you any money Jay knew that shit was gonna happen. Like, I'm just saying. He guilty of some shit. But I don't think it's nothing y'all gonna catch him for like this. And that's because he was never as really, like, ever since the 90s has been over, like, Jay-Z has not been as reckless as Diddy. Diddy has been reckless to the point that there's so much evidence of this nigga being weird. I don't even know why y'all still arguing with us about any of this.
I mean, his attorney is saying he's going to fight the good fight. We're not giving up, but I don't see this going well for Diddy whatsoever.
Yeah, me neither. I just really can't wrap my mind around someone having so much to lose and moving the way he was moving. It just makes me think that man doesn't have not one single solitary friend around him. Because if you worth $1 billion, you got kids, you got all these employees, all you need is one person that cares about you. All it takes is one person to say, hell no, get these guns away from him. No, you're not getting no prostitutes. You're getting a girlfriend. Actually, you need a wife. But somebody should have been there to tell Sean Combs to grow up, or maybe he didn't listen because he's too far gone off drugs, alcohol, and booty.
Well,
all types of booty.
Too far gone. Going to sit down now.
Booty. Variety of booty. Yeah, but
women
like you
booty,
said,
men booty,
and it has nothing to do with
other booty. In the indictment, it says women and others. 72 gender identities. Diddy seemed like he wanted to try every flavor.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Did that come from a source too?
No, that was
you said they got it from the document. Look at you reading documents. Look at you with sources. I like the energy up here this morning.
Yeah, but I would say this. It has nothing to do with the money. It's just you just don't have a friend.
The booty?
Why are you stuck on his booty?
Because this man seems like an addict, a sex addict, a drug addict,
He
a
is.
power
It seems
addict.
like it, yes.
And being in that cell is going to be the first time and probably forever that he's forced to sit still and get sober. And reality is going to hit him hard. Whatever he's been running from, he cannot run no more.
I mean, his attorney is saying he's going to fight the good fight. We're not giving up, but I don't see this going well for Diddy whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think anybody, y'all, I don't think Diddy's been listening to anybody any of this time. So I don't know why. This is not about not having good friends around you. I really feel like people used to tell Diddy to stop years ago. I think Andre Harrell and all of them who was, teaching him was still like, hey, nigga, there's a certain amount of finesse that you need to have in this life. You are not finessing, Diddy. Diddy decided to build, that's why it's a RICO charge, y'all. Because instead of being a finesser in this situation, he decided to big bad wolf it. I'ma walk around with security. I'ma punk y'all. I got tapes on everybody. The way he would like physically push himself on people, all of that flirting that he would do with other rappers. We got so many videos and interviews of him talking to other grown ass men in this very creepy, predatory way. I am telling y'all, that nigga never cared. And him manifesting the life that he did is really the only thing that made it so that he would never stop. There was no friends, there was no mama, there was no baby mama, there was no baby girl, Stevie J. Nobody was gonna be able to tell Diddy to stop. That's just what it is, y'all.
When I was a 18-year-old kid, just wanting to do.
That's what Belizean people really do be looking like New Orleans people. Y'all know we have a connection, right? Like the people from Belize and New Orleans have a genetic connection for some reason. I don't know. They came here. It's a lot of them that look like us and we look like them.
Nothing other than make my mother proud and make Belize proud and do what all of us want to do. Be recognized for our talent and take over the world. I was defending him and he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me. And he contributed, he pretty much sent me to prison. So that is the context by which you must always describe that relationship. Yes, I forgave, I moved on, but let us not pretend as if I was in Miami for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Well, I
and that
spent a birthday with him once.
I
saw a birthday cake.
Went again to do a charity event for
he started talking. It was like there was a birthday cake. There may not have been a turkey. It may not have been Christmas dinner. It was a birthday dinner though, nigga.
impoverished youth in London. So let us not lose sight of what the cold hard facts are. This was not someone who I vacationed with and who he and I enjoyed this great intimate relationship of brotherhood. This is someone who destroyed my life and who I forgave and who I moved on, and for the better interest of Belize, because he was in a position at that time to give scholarships and to maybe invest. I would not deny attempting to bring the investment to Belize and to bring the contributions to education to Belize, but don't distort it as if, you know, he and I were Bali. This is someone that destroyed my life, but do I take any joy or any satisfaction with what he is going through? Absolutely not. I am different.
And that's the part that I disagree with. There should be satisfaction in him being brought to justice because he did destroy your life for a minute. You got it back, but he did destroy your life and many other people. It's very bothersome that y'all want to take this Martin Luther King turn the other cheek, don't wish for the, downfall of my enemy bullshit. Like I don't abide. I don't abide by that, y'all. And it's not that I feel like you should, and I'm not even a vengeful person. Like I don't feel like any one person should be on a path of vengeance. In due time, life always finds a way. And this is just this is just a example of that. But I feel like to always have this idea that him finally being brought to justice is a misfortune. Like that's what I have a problem with.
Then maybe other people. No one needs to fail for me to succeed. No one needs to suffer for me.
In your at the height of your professional relationship, or thereafter through the reconciliation, when he was an instrumental part of promoting you through Revolt Media, were you aware of these freak off events, and were you aware of them? Did you have any participation in them?
Oh my goodness, Jules Vasquez.
Why are you laughing?
Jules Vasquez.
Were you aware of them?
Jules Vasquez.
Were you aware of the freak offs?
So I had nothing to do with Sean Combs' personal life, no interaction. That level, everything was strictly on a professional level.
I don't believe that. I think Shyne is a beautiful man. I think he means well. I'm glad that he did not turn down Diddy's aid when he could receive it. Please take this nigga's money and use it for good. Absolutely. I have no qualms about that. But I have to wonder, if there was no personal relationship, why did you take the fall? If it was all professional and business, why did you take the fall? Because you took the fall. It was other people saying that Shyne didn't do it. Shyne let that shit happen. And I have to wonder why. Yeah, Shyne's lying. And we're going to let him. He's the prime minister of Belize. And we just going to hope he's healed. Okay? Did y'all see
Cassie.
the paparazzi chasing Cassie down the street? Y'all won't even let that girl go get something to eat. All in her car and shit. The lady don't look, just running. Just running. All right, I see y'all. Can y'all leave us alone, please? Look. So glad everything got a key card in order to get inside. We need security for Cassie. Y'all please leave Cassie alone. Like, just leave the lady alone. Please let the lady be at peace in her life, because I'm sure she's going to have to go to court at some point. Yeah, y'all, Cassie going to have to go down to the courthouse, okay? So y'all remember Tiffany Red, one of Cassie's friends, allegedly. She said, "Today I feel a little safer knowing Sean Combs is behind bars. I'm grateful to the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York and Homeland Security for stepping in and showing Mr. Combs and the music industry, which enabled him, that they're not above the law. This past year has been incredibly stressful and terrifying at times, but I am grateful for the opportunity to free myself from all these dark experiences. While co-creating Cassie's sophomore album, I was degraded by Sean Combs, deceived by him, his team, and the record labels about the music being released. I was exposed to Diddy's abuse of Cassie and others in her circle, and I unknowingly consumed something laced without my consent at his Homely Hills home studio while writing for Cassie back in 2017. I'll never forget screaming, 'What's in this?' I knew instantly after smoking the joint that something was wrong. I got away that night by the grace of God, but I am haunted by the things I can't remember about that evening. No one should have to endure that kind of trauma to pursue success in the music industry. We all deserve better." Tiffany Red. I agree. And y'all, this is another, when y'all ask how am I able to see something as if I was there? I've been reading and the picture just forms in my mind, girl. Because I can see her being in the studio working and somebody coming in with water or having water already there. And then, you know what I'm saying? Her feeling like she's safe to smoke a joint with you because she didn't smoke the joint with you before and it was okay. In the studio, that's what y'all do. You smoke weed, you write music, you know, you drink, you vibe. And then all of a sudden, you wake up and you don't know where you are, how you got there, who's on top of you. And can y'all imagine him doing that to get even with women who spoke up? Can you imagine him disrespecting you as a woman that has self-respect, and you check him and the next thing you know, you wake up with some nigga that looked like one of them square-head men on top of you? Y'all, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let me tell y'all something. There was a time in Mary's life where Mary was on drugs and alcohol so bad we couldn't even get a performance from her without her fucking up the performance. Like there was like a little time in the 90s where Mary was always on stage fucked up. And then y'all remember she stopped fucking with Diddy for a long time. No more drama days. I ain't fucking with Diddy no more. And then eventually they came back and was cool again. I'm telling y'all, all of these people are either bystanders, victims, or accomplices. And I feel like Mary got a fucking story to tell. I feel like Mary got a story to tell. I really do. This shit is crazy, y'all. Okay, so I do want to touch on a few more things. Let me see. Okay, so y'all, I posted, and let me go to it first. Hold up, let's take a break. When I come back, we're moving on from Diddy, girl. It's enough of the diddler. Okay, we got other shit to talk about. I want to talk about Andrew Schultz and those two black men's podcast where Andrew Schultz was being completely disrespectful to black women, and Ryan Clark's response. So y'all just give me a moment and we'll be right back. Like the video.
Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Okay, y'all. Here go the video.
Black girlfriend effect. This
oh,
is
you don't know about
glow
up the other culture. Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend. All of a sudden, he's got buzz cut, like clean shape up.
Glows up, bro.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their hair. Nah, bro. White guys with black girlfriends, they
grow a beard
because
there's more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of it.
How do you know, Andrew? How do you know? Do you have a black girlfriend? Do black women like you? How do you know? You seem to be speaking from a space like, you've had a black girlfriend or 2 or 3 or 4. Like, what are you talking about? And even if it was a black woman that was abusive, as you are saying, don't you white boys usually like for us to call you small dick crackers and walk on your back in stiletto heels? Don't y'all usually get into that and pay thousands of dollars for it, Andrew? If we're going to be stereotyping people and everything.
That's hilarious. I think the black girlfriend effect. It might be a protective instinct, bro.
You think?
Protective. Yeah. Do you guys have you ever had black girlfriends?
Yeah.
Have you ever had white girls?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think it's insane to ask 2 black men, have they ever dated black women? I think that's insane. If a black man tells you that he never dated any black women, it's because none of the black women around him wanted him, and which means he's probably really unattractive or he's lying.
What's your favorite?
Like, what is that? What's your favorite?
We love them all.
Yeah. Oh, really?
We love them all.
Yeah. That means white.
Who
No.
It's so funny. White women are better than black women, especially when they have surgeries to make themselves look like black women.
That is what. Hey, let me get an email translation. Kendrick fans, get him.
Look, dude is trying to put the hand on his shoulder like you doing too much. Stop.
We love them all.
That's royal English.
Like, so I'm gonna just tell y'all, I don't know who those 2 black men are. And I don't care because that's what y'all do. There are so many of y'all with your fucking red pill podcast, go and talk to white men, or whoever else about black women so you can complain about how terrible we are, as if we give a fuck. Leave us alone then. Okay? But either way, I don't even care about who those men are. Like, they were really obsolete to me because I low-key expect that from them. I was kind of more mad at Andrew because I feel like, who the fuck are you? Why the fuck do you think you can talk about us like that? And where is Charlemagne? Where's your representation? Like, where's the black person that you're attached to, which is the only reason why we know you? I don't know if Andrew is famous in white people world. Because I don't think I've ever seen him on SNL or anything like that. I've only really seen him sitting next to other people of color or black people. So to me, that usually means you're not even famous to your own people, but you're talking shit to us. Is that right? Okay. Now y'all know these niggas be out here tripping, but shout out to Ryan to Ryan Clark. Y'all about to say Ryan C. Clark. Shout out to Ryan Clark because he often has something smart to say as it pertains to situations, and as thoughtful as he's looking right now, okay? And as real as his hair looks, I want to hear what he has to say.
The first thing is, when you think about the two podcasters from the UK, is we don't know if the black experience there is the same as the black experience for African Americans or black people that grew up in America. I'm sure to be on this media tour in the US and to sit with Andrew Schultz was a big thing for them. I don't care if it was a big thing. And in addressing Andrew Schultz, who I do think is funny, who sits with Charlemagne and has some of these discussions about the culture, I believe he got too comfortable. So I would like to explain some things to him. I want to explain to him the black experience, the black woman experience from my point of view. It was watching my mother start from a bank teller and work her way up for decades to run her own collateral department, only to be mistreated when the bank was sold to another bank, and be so sick on Sunday that I finally had to say, hey, mom, you're old enough to retire. It was to see her go to that same job 8 to 5 to be treated anyway that she had to be treated because she only had a high school diploma, and then find ways to not only feed me, but do homework with me and my brother, take us to practice because my dad worked 3 jobs. That was the first black woman experience that I had, right? The second black woman experience I had is marrying a black woman and watching her sleep on my cot as doctors try to figure out why I'm 140 pounds and I'm a 30-year-old man who was 205 pounds a month before that. Her telling me months after that she would just go in the bathroom and cry every night in the hospital because she didn't want me to worry about her because I was so
that shit was triggering. I'm sorry.
Sick. Right? For her to hold my family together so I could be in the household with my children when I was doing things and I wasn't shit. That's the black woman experience. The black woman experience is black women caring so much about the nuclear black family, black women taking care of young black men to teach them how to be leaders, to teach them how to be strong, to teach them how to care about their God, about their family, and it's about their community.
Y'all, I know that Andrew is known by white people. I'm dissing him, y'all. I'm dissing him. Okay, it's a diss, y'all.
And to raise their young black women to be independent enough to take care of themselves, but to understand how to support a family, how to support a man, while also understanding how to get it on your own. That's the black woman experience that I know. The reason that black women are tough is because when you're mistreated in the way that black women are, if you're not tough, you just die off, you don't survive. That's the black woman experience. And the other piece of it is too, is something that I've learned, and I learned it from black women, is people feel so comfortable disrespecting them because we don't respect them publicly, right? White people for so long have used it.
They put the camera on the most problematic nigga in the room, that light-skinned one that act like he don't like to take baths and stuff.
Excuse, why can't I say the N-word when you say that to yourselves or call yourself that or use that in your music, which is bullshit. Right? Or white people have said, if you're using the B word, or they say, if you're using the B word, why can't I call them that? That's bullshit as well, right? That's excuses to be certain things and be disrespectful when you shouldn't be. So when you're sitting across from Andrew Schultz and he's talking about an experience that he can't understand because his wife is not black, you don't have the right to talk about that. You don't have the right to speak on something that you don't know
about.
Right? And to make a joke about what the experience is one thing if you're talking about haircuts and you're talking about clothing and you're talking about beards, or you're comparing what our friend Travis Kelce looked like when he was with Kayla Nicole to what he looks like now that he's with Taylor Swift, right? That is part of it. You start to assimilate to the people around you. What you're not going to do, though, is be disrespectful and say you have to develop a defense mechanism because of alleged violence. Black women aren't violent. Black women don't just walk around to beat people or to be angry or to be treated a certain way. No, Black women, to me, were the entire front line of the Alton Sterling protests when he died, when he was killed by cops in Louisiana.
Child, listen to me. I understand what he's saying, but all this make me feel like is we the real men in this motherfucker. Girl. And not because we masculine, just because we obviously seem to take up the responsibility of shit in a way that you niggas can't seem to do. And I appreciate what Ryan is saying here. I do. But at the same time, it doesn't sound like being loved on to the point of wellness, which is what I think you meant to say when you talked about your wife. That's what I think you meant to say, not just that she was on a cot next to your hospital bed while you were sick. But she loved on me until I was good again. Like as the argument for how we're so abusive. I don't like how what he's saying and what he's going on and on about is us standing in positions that you niggas should be standing in, doing shit that y'all should be doing as protectors and providers.
Louisiana. Black women are on the front lines of everything that's about us. Black women understood that they had to take a back seat because as we were fighting for rights in our country, that we as men were going to be able to get through the door before they were. So they decided to push us forward and give us ideas and give us.
And that was dumb. And that was dumb. And that was dumb. Yes, I'm saying that in civil rights, that was dumb. For women to feel like it was their responsibility to always be putting themselves after the men and pushing the men forward, thinking the men were going to come back around to get them and push them forward. And that is not what happened. What Kanye said, left your ass for a white girl.
Help and give us support and be our biggest cheerleaders because they knew we'll have an opportunity to get in the door first. The problem is so many times now we're getting in those doors and we aren't reaching back and bringing them through that same door with us. And this is just another example of that. So whoever is Andrew Schultz's black friend, Charlemagne, you're his black friend, sit him down, talk to him, tell him what the black woman experience truly is, because he ain't married to one and he's obviously never been around enough of them to know how strong, how beautiful, how independent they could be while also being supportive, how much black women have done to create this entire world that we all live in and the way that they've poured in it.
So the ones of us that are knocking you niggas upside the head, y'all probably deserved it. Because why is we doing all of this? Girl.
I'd rather be upset, but I know if I'm upset and I'm loud, that just plays into the same angry black woman trope to the black man trope that he wants us to depict. And I refuse to give him that joy. The first thing.
Man, fuck all that. Ask Andrew's bitch ass to come outside. Ho ass nigga, man. Like just a ho. All right, y'all. And happy news.
Hey, what's up? What's up? How you guys doing today? Good. How are you? All right, so King, congrats are in order for your news. Thank you. Do you know what you're expecting yet, or are you waiting?
Just a
little man, it's a little man, it's a little boy.
Oh, okay, so what's next? Marriage comes next or what?
Marriage, you know, gotta slow roll it and see where everything goes. But you know, I'm in a good situation.
Oh, okay.
Nigga look like a cartoon character. Nigga look like AI.
So, you know, you got a lot of people talking about standing on business. So, are you still out here standing on business, or what you got going on?
I mean, I think that you have to do that every day. You know, you got
This is lawyer behind him. She is dressed fly as fuck.
to stand on something. If you don't stand on nothing, you're gonna fall for anything.
Okay, what's your meaning of standing on business?
Getting the business handled. You know what I'm saying? Getting the problem solved.
Because at the end of the day gonna end. Nigga, say something word. Nigga just saying sayings like his daddy and can't even think of a saying to say.
Standing up for what, you know what I'm saying, you stand for.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
my
your
version.
so your dad has said basically he was gonna have your kid basically do to you what you be doing. What you think about that?
I mean, I think that I have more of an understanding with my kid because I know what it feels like to grow up in the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? So I think my pops don't really have that understanding fully of a kid in the spotlight, but I feel like I got that understanding. That's just my father. He's a comedian now, and that's just his way of playing with me.
Man, nigga diss the fuck out there, daddy. Real cute, real fast. That was nice, King. Hold up. Where's my shit at, man? That was nice. That was nice, King.
Okay, all right. Well, that's it. Do you got anything coming out or anything?
I got a new song called Locked In. I have a Wild Fest for my birthday. It's like a festival performance for the city of Atlanta. Second year, going on third year.
He's a comedian now.
Birthday. Big. I mean, got a lot of stuff coming. Acting for departments too. We did the first one last year, shooting the next one now. It's a lot of different stuff.
Oh, okay, all right. Well,
Yeah, stay off the streets and out the Waffle House, nigga.
I hope that you get a run for your money like you gave them. So we're gonna be watching.
We will see. Well, we shall see.
He has always been like my sweetest child. That has never.
Girl, don't come up and try to clean it up now. Don't come and try to clean it up now. I will not forget the way you did King at that football game that time. I will not forget how you did y'all clown King they clown King at the football game in the goddamn suite. They clowned him in the suite on the internet. You were standing there with your husband and y'all was laughing at your son. Don't you come up here trying to save face now, mama. Oh, y'all, I can't. Don't y'all? I hate when your mama do that. Like, don't be trying to come and don't try to come and talk up for me now because the nigga ain't around. Because when he around, you be playing, talking about I'm your sweet baby and all of that shit. But when we was at the Falcons game in the skybox, King Harris in the skybox about to box his daddy, and you was antagonizing the situation. Oh, let me tell y'all something. Ain't nothing worse. And I feel like me and King might have this in common. Ain't nothing worse than when your mama act nicer to you when she with you by herself, or when her and the daddy not getting along, and then she flip when her and the daddy get back cool. Now I ain't your sweet baby and you playing me out in front of all these people trying to embarrass me and shit. I told y'all I didn't like that when that happened. I told y'all because I always feel like when people try to publicly humiliate their kids on social media, I don't think that's good parenting. I don't care what y'all talking about. I think people forget parents be your first bully. They be your first bully. Speaking of parents being first bullies, so y'all know yesterday, if you were here yesterday for the BondyBlue show, thank you everybody that's been coming back. I feel like it's been almost 2,000 people in the room for all of these lives I've been doing throughout the week. That means y'all like this shit. Come on. Okay, listen, don't make me start juking. We talked about Kevin Sr. putting the pause on his drunk ass son that came over to the house. Okay. Now we think it was Tawanda that put the tape out, or recorded it, girl. I don't know. But I have not heard yet what Kevin Sr. said about his actions. Let's listen.
It's a video that's been circulating on social media. It's showing a disagreement between my son and I. Unfortunately, this video was recorded by someone with intent on gaining notoriety and defaming.
He's reading it. He's reading it.
My character. During this exchange, some
Is he drunk? Is it on slow-mo? What's going on?
disrespectful remarks were made. As a father, I felt it was important to address this situation firmly and in the moment. I want to make it clear that no physical altercations occurred, and this incident happened some time ago and is being made the scene recently. It's disheartening to see this recording being used to create division and to mock our relationship. It feels like yet another instance of personal family disputes being exploited for attention. My priority is to protect the integrity of my family in a constructive way and to minimize the emotional impact during this time of crisis. Just a video that's been circulating on social media. It's showing a disagreement between my son and I. Unfortunately, this video was recorded by someone with intent on gaining notoriety and defaming my character. During this exchange, some disrespectful remarks were made. As a father, I felt it was important to address this situation firmly and in the moment. I want to make it clear.
So you acting like you did the right thing by putting your hands on him, and then you gonna lie and say you didn't put your hands on him? You did put your hands on him. You did.
That no physical altercations occurred, and this incident happened some time ago and is being made the scene recently.
Okay. 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 And again, just like I said yesterday, I am tired. That's what I'm saying. I heard punches. I don't know why everybody keep talking about slap. I didn't hear. That's not what I heard. I heard like I heard punch. I ain't hear no damn slaps. Let me see. Let me go back. Where the video at? Let's go listen to it again.
Me no. You told me no. You told me no. You told me no. You told me no. When I asked you if this live in a house, at the condo, you said no though. But you said no. You told me no. You told me no. I'm not lying. I have no reason to lie to you. Who the motherfucking dude? There you go. There you go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. It was before your motherfucking mother cancer. Before my wife cancer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That sound like punches. I didn't hear no slap. And I also want to know before the motherfucking cancer. I'm sorry. He was saying before the cancer. We're clear on that. Y'all think that sound like slaps? Y'all think that seemed like non-violence? To me, it seemed like you punched him. Like it seemed like to me, I can't really tell, but it seemed like he was on the ground. He was crunched down on the ground, and you was bow. That's what that sound and looked like to me. I could be wrong. And hey, if you feel like that's an appropriate way to handle your adult son, that's fine. Before we leave, y'all, I've been wanting to talk to y'all about this. Y'all, what the is going on, right? So I put this in my title yesterday and I forgot because of all of the Diddy stuff. But as we're working down to the end of the show and things are getting lighter, y'all, what is going on with Shaq? I have been telling y'all that Shaq is a creep ever since he sought out that girl from Home Depot. Do y'all remember the girl who people started harassing at Home Depot because she was so pretty, too pretty to work at Home Depot? Y'all remember that shit? And Shaq went looking for her. And I was just like, sir, why are you going around looking for that girl old enough to be your daughter? What's wrong with you? Creep. Okay. Then recently, people was like, they thought this was his girlfriend because he was standing in front of this childlike figure who I'm sure is of age, but in comparison to him, looks like a goddamn middle schooler. okay, with his hands over her titties. He denied that this was his woman. And so then Shaq, my real girlfriend, knows I'm a big black exotic dancer. It wasn't me.
Hi, I'm Shaq's girlfriend. And when I play this song, I can get anything I want.
I cannot stand Shaq. I cannot stand Shaq. Oh my God. Why is he like this? Why is he like this, y'all? I cannot stand him. Yo, what's going on? That's the real girlfriend, I guess. But what's this? What's this? What's this?
It says Diesel. Shaq, welcome back to Haraz.
She said it was her. Shout at Shaq. Shout at Shaq. What the fuck? People are listening up for me. But of course, that's not your man, girl. Of course, that's not your man. Come on, kid. The time was had. Why he lied to y'all, man? Y'all have a great night. Because he was going to lie. This is the thing. Shaq then comes out with all of these pictures of him with his hands on these women's shoulders trying to act like I'm always taking pictures with women like that. Like, nigga, that was in somebody's bedroom in a mirror. What are you talking about? Okay. And so then he posed this. Is this my girlfriend too? Trust me. I'll let y'all know who my woman is. And by the way, my woman name is Shakra. I don't know. Do you see how this lady had to put her arms in front of her titties so he wouldn't grab them? Look, grabbing this lady's titties. She looks fine with it. Child, y'all know them old white women love all of this, okay? And these just a few, but I feel like I've seen, look, your hands is on this lady's titties. Why is you going around putting your hands on these ladies' titties like this, Shaq? This is very problematic. It's giving creep. Creep, 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 creep. That's what it's giving. Shaq, please stop this. Okay, please stop this, Shaq. This is not the road we need for you to be on right now. It's not at all. We want you to pull back. We want you to stop. Child, I'm not even going to get into Tia Kemp. And y'all know they saying, hold on. I forgot I wanted to read this. Ugh, girl. Is there anything else that I wanted to talk about? Just how Sexy Red always playing herself. Sexy Red tried to give Talil a little kiss. It probably was an accident. But for some reason, I feel like she keep getting caught in moments where it seemed like she coming on to people and they don't want her to come on to them. Girl, that's so embarrassing. Sexy, can you please stop? Do y'all know what she's starting to give now? Do y'all remember on In Living Color when Kim Wayans used to play that one old nasty lady that used to let me see him. Oh my God. Kim Wayans. Oh, In Living Color. I know y'all remember this. She was an old lady. And she would go to people's events and keep trying to hunch on them. Hold up, let me see. Cause y'all, I did watch this supercut. Like they do these breakdowns of characters from In Living Color, like their favorite scenes and shit. It's so funny, y'all. I literally sat here and watched this one that I'm about to show y'all in a minute. Is it all just Miss Benita? And I Love Lucy? And when she used to do Oprah, oh my God. I'm trying to find it, y'all, but I don't see it. Oh, you know why? Because that shit used to gross everybody out. I don't know if y'all remember that character, but that character was always Elsie, always sexually assaulting people. Hold up before y'all go. Because I do want to read them text messages with the Diddy situation. So give me a second. I'm trying to see if I can find. Oh, here you go. Cousin Elsie.
Dr.
Doctor, I can start administering the medication.
Well, look at you. You look so perfect in your little white nurse's uniform. Oh, except for this little stain here on your neck.
Some Muppets.
Yo, she did this character. Oh, this is what Sexy Red is giving to me. Did y'all just see that? Wait. Wait. It's what you say? Give me a kiss, nigga. What you say? She really starting to give off this vibe at this point, girl. Leave people alone.
On your neck.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I know y'all, but if we see her one more time throw ass or mouth on somebody that pulls away from her, ma'am, chill out, calm down. Everybody keep your hands to yourself. Okay? Because if not, you'll end up on the blogs with the assistant U.S. attorney revealing text messages between you and your victims. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, y'all ready? Okay. Diddy's bond appeal is currently underway. The U.S. Attorney Emily Johnson is making the prosecution's case for Diddy remaining behind bars until the start of his trial. During her statement, she referenced Diddy's 2016 assault on Cassie, which was caught on hotel surveillance footage. She revealed that Diddy sent text messages to Cassie after the assault. These are the texts, y'all. Call me. The cops are here. I got 6 kids. Yo, please call. I'm surrounded. You gonna abandon me all alone? Do y'all hear this shit? You should have gave a fuck about your 6 kids, nigga. You gonna abandon me? What? What you mean after you left me in hotel rooms to be fucked for hours by strange prostitutes with big black... Abandon you? She references the incident involving Cassie that led to violent encounter seen on video released by CNN. The defendant had a freak off on March 5th, 2016. We have evidence there was one commercial sex worker there in the room during the assault. She isn't even wearing shoes. She is in danger. The defendant storms out in a towel. We have a message from the victim. I still have crazy bruising. He claims he wanted to get his clothes back, but that's not what happened here. She tried to escape a room with the defendant and a commercial sex worker. She fled without shoes. Y'all know we saw the video. Immediately after the assault, the defendant sent text messages. Call me, yo. All that shit I said. The defendant knew he had done something that could elicit police response. So y'all, the fact that when that assault originally happened and he paid $50,000, so the police were called on him when that happened, y'all. So that means that police surrounded this hotel for Diddy and nobody heard about it. In 2016, police surrounds a Beverly Hills hotel, from what I understand. This shit was in Beverly Hills, if I remember correctly. And nobody wrote a story, no hype, no hair about it. That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. That's why I said, don't think just because shit ain't came out about Jay-Z, it means there is nothing that can come out. You heard what I said. He guilty of something. He just ain't guilty of this. Because this is wild. This is wild to me. Nobody put nothing out. Police surrounded a hotel. That's crazy. That's so crazy, y'all. And yeah, that's exactly why he had that God complex. Like, that shit crazy, y'all. Oh, Lord. Somebody said Wendy did. Yeah, did Wendy talk about that and we just didn't know? Kira, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for being a member for 11 months. Don't forget, y'all, if you want to come to the next Bali trip, the dates have changed to July 15th to the 22nd in 2025. Use Bali Full. This code right here, Bali Full 5. Okay, I was supposed to put a 5 next to it, y'all. So, don't curse me out. Bali Full 5. for 5% off. And this was right. Bali early 200 to get $200 off if you sign up by September 22nd. Okay, which is in only a few days. Monica, thank you so much for being a member for a month. Thank you. I appreciate you, love. Thank you for coming through. DeQuasia, thank you for always supporting my love. Side West, thank you for the super chat. I wonder if the medical issue that his lawyer was talking about is herpes or something else. I wonder. But he was addicted to a lot of shit, so he might be going through withdrawals. That's another thing. Marcel White, thank you for the super chat. This Diddy situation gives me the vibe that Channing Tatum film Don't Blink Twice, but without the gore, horror, and kills. Oh, I just saw that. I need to go watch that then. Thank you for that. Because I just saw it, you know, the preview on my screen on Amazon Prime or something. I'm gonna go watch that. Thank you. I am Ziva Nicole. Thank you for being a member for 8 months. Hey, Bondy, just sent you a clip you could play of Trump and Diddy back in a day. Where'd you send a clip, girl? Where you sent the clip to? Hold up. Let me see. 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 I got it. Hold up. But please understand, y'all, this was a part of the allure with Trump. That's why he was in so many hip hop songs back in the day, because he owned a lot of property. And rappers and entertainers, entertainment business producers, whatever, you need a house to film a music video in, you need a house to film a movie or a television show in. Trump would then appear because he owned all of these properties that he will rent out to the entertainment industry. A part of his agreements and contracts with them is that he be included for a cameo, which is why he was in Home Alone. Just so we're clear, okay? So, yeah.
You know, Puff Daddy, I'm an entertainer. I entertain people no matter what time of day, you know, whether you like it or not. I'll go all day, all night.
I will tell you that you do fantastically well.
Yes.
You know, just tremendous. You really, it takes a tough guy. Hey, it takes the brains and it takes the this.
Yeah.
But it also takes a toughness.
Yeah, I go to bed like 4 o'clock.
Well, I really like you. And I would tell you if I didn't. Because, and by the way, I think at a certain point, everyone will.
Beautiful. We all human beings. And a few people were saying I was this, you know,
It's AI.
I was this violent character.
It's not AI. I'm about to say, because Trump looks way younger than he did during these years. Like, I could tell that this is video from 2 different times. But I think the video is still to show how they talk about getting themselves out of trouble. So I do want to hear what they got to say.
You know, just because I was breaking people's jaws and arms, and look at me. I'm like, you know, I'm just a passionate young man, and I made a mistake.
Well, everybody's going to get in trouble. It's a
So how many? This is like Larry King Live or something. That's what it looks like.
question of how do you get out of trouble?
Mm-hmm.
And I did it by working smart. More importantly than anything else is by using my own brain. You know, I've done things, but I'm not in any trouble, and I'm doing well, and I'm making money.
Well, you're making the same mistakes that I am. You may just be able to hide yours a little bit better.
Perhaps, perhaps not. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Perhaps.
See, one of the problems with politics and politicians is that you really can't have done very much wrong, and that means you can't have done very much.
Yeah.
Which is why I have no intention of running for president.
Yeah. Okay. Just letting you know that they have similar mindsets. But those are 2 different interviews that were clipped together. It wasn't AI. But the way it's edited together, it makes it look like as if they were sitting in the same space. And I think it's because they were both being interviewed by Larry King at different times. That's what it seemed like. But anyway, let me continue to read what y'all are talking about. And then I'll get on out of here, girl. I read that one. Let me see. Thank you for being a member. I did that. Zalulu, thank you for the super chat. Why Rich Homie Quan Step Pop look like Young Thug Bio Pappy? He do. They look alike. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the glasses. David Chambers, thank you for the super chat. Love you, Bondy. Love you back. Thank you. Self-made SM, thank you for the super chat. Diddy was a marketer, cosplay as an entrepreneur. I see Jay-Z being next. There's already hits and pieces on him as a start. Also, he's not a good businessman. Tidal, Barclays, Rock Nation. B is his saving grace. She is his saving grace. Business is failing doesn't mean that he's not a successful businessman. Where he is right now and how much he's been able to amass is, do we have any, personal bankruptcies on Jay-Z's list? Because you got some on Trump. Okay. But what I will say is, like I said, there's definitely dirt out there. I just don't think he's been as reckless as Diddy has been in recent years. As y'all see, Diddy and them could have been doing shit all the way back to 2000, 2001, 1995, all of that shit, because they were all out and popping during those years. But the only time they have real evidence to be used against them is between 2009 and 2018, which should let you know something, okay? It lets you know that a lot of these niggas like Jay-Z probably stopped doing a lot of stuff around a certain time when it was getting hot. Like, could see it. Like, let me pull back because stuff getting hot. The streets is hot. And if there's nothing that Jay-Z knows how to do is get out of the situation before it all comes down on him. So I don't know. But I don't think that it's going to be the same type of situation that Diddy is going through with the parties and the, sex trafficking and all of that type of shit. I just don't think it's going to be stuff like that. Now, plots on people? Yeah, probably. We'll see. Rising Phoenix, thank you for the super chat. Came in late, but glad I caught you. Much love to you. Much love right back. Okay, much love right back. Reikio, thank you for becoming a member, love. I appreciate you. Shy Girl's Perspective, thank you for the super chat. Jay is a brilliant man that makes sure he doesn't get caught up. Even Karen Steffens called him a gentleman in her book. Like, I'm telling you, it's just the way he carries himself. It's a smarter way of carrying yourself. You're not going to get caught up as easy. Diddy's whole thing is reckless. Tania Norman, thank you so much. And thank you for another one. He dated a black girl 10 years ago and still had the same disrespectful rhetoric talking about Andrew Schultz. Yeah, somebody needs to slap him in the mouth. Oh no, that's Mo. Not really, not literally, y'all. Figuratively, not literally. Please do not say I'm promoting violence. That's not what I'm doing, girl. But somebody needs to have him say something in public. Like, the black dude shouldn't have been the only ones responding or apologizing. Oh no, that's Mo. Thank you for the super chat. Side note, I just thought about something. Diddy is pro going through withdrawal. Yes, that's what I said. He's going through withdrawals. That's what I said, because they caught him with drugs on him. So that means he's still on those drugs. Yaya Mina, thank you for the super chat. You talking about cousin Elsie. Thank you for that. Yes, no, I had to give us that laugh. Okay. Jay-Z is more disciplined as Dame Dash and Rockefeller. Absolutely. I mean, like I said, listen to the man's music. If you listen to Jay-Z's music, you will hear his mentality growing at some point. Probably right around doing what's it called? Hello, Brooklyn, American Gangster. When American Gangster came out, this is the time frame that I think the mindset starts to change for Jay-Z, as far as how he presents himself, as far as what he, what he's doing out there in these streets, how he's being seen. That image started to change right around when he did that movie. And I have an idea that when you put in the right rooms with the right people, they might give you the best advice. You get in a room with Frank Lucas, right? And Frank Lucas tells you some shit about how to not get caught up in this, because I don't know if y'all were paying attention, but Frank Lucas did not get caught up in this. Like, not really. Like, a man like Frank Lucas making it to be a part of his own movie, not being in jail, still kind of, having a little money in his pocket, seeming like he all right. That's a smart man. That's a smart man. And remember, American Gangster was about Frank Lucas. Jay-Z did the whole album, Frank Lucas. He was a part of the soundtrack, that whole thing. I feel like those types of people being in the same, yes, Clarence Avon, those type of people being in the same room, you know what I'm saying? These people that have made it will give you advice on how to really like game this system. And the best way to game the system a lot of the times is to, on front face, keep your nose clean. And if there's anything anybody can bring up about you that can be used against you, you either put it out there yourself or you scrub that shit clean. Block that shit. Okay? I'm telling you, the mindset changed after that. All of his music started to change after American Gangster. And I believe that was 2009. And the reason why I say that is because I remember it being around the time when my dad died. And my dad died in 2009. Because I remember listening to I Know, like, this is some smart ass shit. Like, listening to that song really, like, it was, you know what I mean? It showed an elevation. And I was picking up on it. And then after that, I've been kind of just glued to whatever he comes out with. Because whatever he's about to sell you, he's about to sell you some smart shit. That was 2007? Okay. It was 2007. Yeah, I can't remember. I just remember we were still in that same house. But that's still around the same time. You know what I'm saying? You know. And 2009 is the time that Diddy is still doing all of his shit. And I think this is around the time that Jay-Z starts to recognize that I could still be cool with this shit, but I need to back up off you. I need to back up off you. I can't be out here with y'all. I'll be at these events, but at a certain time, I'm going home. That's what it's given. Okay. But we'll have to wait and see, y'all. And I'm not saying that, you know, Jay-Z is, you know, not a monster, because he might be, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you, based on the music that I have listened to from him, he is smart. He is smarter than Diddy. And the way he living his life right now, it's probably gonna be very hard to catch him up. Very, very hard. So yeah, we'll just have to see. Anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all had a good time with me today. I think we almost got the 2,000 people in the room today. That's what's up. Holla at your girl. You heard me. You know? Hold up. One more. Thank you, Wendy Noor, for the super chat. Off topic, I would love to see you interview Corinne Steffens. Every interview I see of her is by a misogynistic man. I would love to interview her, and I have put it out there. It's just very hard to get into contact with Corinne because Corinne has her shit set up where it's like you got to know somebody that knows somebody in order to get in contact with Corinne. It seemed like, but I would love to talk to her. Especially once her book comes out, because she's coming out with another book. I'm probably gonna give y'all Love and Hip Hop. I might try to shoot for the date. I'm gonna see, because I need to go to the gym, but I don't feel like it. So, girl, we'll see. But if it's not today, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta will be given to y'all tomorrow, because y'all know I gotta come on here and curse people out. Because I don't agree. I gotta curse people out. Okay, so we're gonna have to talk about it. But anyway, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day, and I will see y'all tonight for the Ooh Ladies First panel with Nisi. Okay. Love y'all.